Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's FFG Live. I'm your host, Xander Tabler, and I'm joined, as always, by our lovely marketing manager, Alicia Gensch. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a big day.
It's a big
day for organized play. I think I know we here at the studio, we've been waiting a very long time to be able to talk about some exciting organized play happenings.
Yes, we've been dying to talk about it.
I know.
And so obviously we had a bunch of news go live this morning, so if you didn't see any of that, we announced a little bit of information about the Galactic Championship, as well as the fact that the tickets are going to be going live Friday, 2 days from now.
This Friday.
Be ready.
Yes.
But if you all, saw our announcement for this stream and looked in, in the description, this is about sectors and regionals. We'll talk about the Galactics, of course. There's things like that to come, at the end of the stream. But we do have a lot of stuff we want to share about the sectors and regionals as well. And so we couldn't say that we're going to talk about the Galactics yet. That was a little bit of a fun surprise. But today we get to announce, the dates, times, and a little bit about some of the things that are going to be happening at all of our sectors and regionals.
Prize wall.
Prize wall.
Right?
We're not showing everything.
We're showing
of
prize wall.
Yes.
Yep, just
some
a
of the
little.
scope there.
Yep. Tip of the iceberg with the prize wall.
Yes, I'm very excited to be talking about all this thing. And so we'll go through all three of these events, but we'll try to answer some questions that you all have as well. We obviously won't be able to answer every single thing, but let's start off with sectors and the sector dates. Alicia, would you like to talk about this?
Yes, I think we have a graphic.
Yeah, let's show a graphic
so that everybody can see the dates all at once. But yes, it's finally time for us to start talking about the sectors.
Yes.
So for the United States, we in April 5th through 6th, we are going to have a sector in Denver, Colorado, and then April 26th through 27th, that is Richmond, Virginia. Of course, that is hosted by Star City Games, one of our very close partners. And then hopping over to Europe, we've got March 29th through the 30th happening in Milan, Italy. And then April 5th through 6th, Liverpool in the United Kingdom. And of course, again, that is going to be hosted by one of our partners, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know that you all, I'm sure, were quick to screenshot that, send it to your friends and things if it's looking like it's a place you all want to travel to. But I just want to let you all know now that later this afternoon we will have an article that has all of this information in it and links to some of the sites for registration and things of that sort going forward. So be on the lookout for our website for that. We'll post on socials as well. But we want to be the first to break this news here today because it's super exciting for us to have our first sectors, regionals, and Galactics all happening in the next 6-ish months.
I know, it's wild. I mean, I can't, this January, February, March, it's going to be huge. Lots of really, really cool, exciting beats that we can't wait to share with you. So again, we're just getting started. We're just getting started on sharing this information. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know we also had an article that went live talking about sectors, I believe, was it last week? 2 weeks ago?
I think it was
2 weeks ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Time flies.
Yeah.
So we'll throw the prizes, the prizing that we've shown off already for the sectors up real quick onto the screen. So those of you who haven't seen it, get a look at what some of these prize cards look like.
Some of those great game mats.
Yeah. So this is some of the things that were already revealed. We're super excited to show these off a couple weeks back. And if you haven't seen them, I think they look really great. I'm super excited to see them.
Yeah, they look great. And the Obi-Wan Kenobi unit card, that is the participation card. So anybody who is going to, even just engage with this, you don't even have to make it to top 8. You'll be able to get that card. And lots of details to come.
And so we also, besides these prizing, we also are going to have prize walls at all these events.
Yes.
And so we, as promised, there was going to be some cards. And so we have a bunch of really cool cards from Set 1, Sparkly Rebellion here. Obviously, new art on all of these in the classic organized play frames that you all have seen in weekly play packs and I believe Source Showdowns as well.
Yeah.
Some fun ones here. The 7-cost Han Solo from Set 1 is one of my favorite cards.
It's so good. I got my eyes on that Red 3 unit. I still love playing Red 3. I mean, that was such a critical thing, especially early on, and I still play it.
Yeah.
Definitely still play it.
Admiral Akbar, I see people starting to get into with this whole tokens and space deal, and going in that direction. It's fun to have another Admiral Akbar. You can pair him with the leader, all that jazz. So it'll be fun. And so on top of all these cards, besides, these cards that you'll find on the prize wall, we'll also have, game mats and things of that sort. So why don't we show off at least one of the game mats, which is this Kylo Ren with the Sector Qualifier logo up in the top right.
Exactly. Yeah, which looks so great. We'll have that. Oh, I guess you can see a little bit on the corner, but we've also got Clone Commander Cody is going to be one of the game mats that will be on the prize wall.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple other really cool, great art pieces from the game that you'll be able to collect.
Yeah, and so these are really cool. They are sector qualifier exclusives. So if you're planning to attend one of these, this is the only place you'll be able to get some of these art pieces that we chose specifically for sectors.
Exactly.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah.
And so we also have a couple of things that we wanted to add about what the prizing might look or will look like at sectors and regionals. I don't know why I'm saying might. At this point, it's solidified.
It definitely will look like it. Yeah.
Yes, it will definitely look like this. And so one of the first things is that there will be a paid flight and badge for the winner and runner-up, I believe, for sector.
Winner and runner-up, that's right.
For all sectors.
That's right. Exactly.
To the Galactic Championship.
Which is huge. So it's just a little incentive for people to come and play at sectors and regionals.
Yep.
So just a little extra thank you for participating and winning and being the runner-up at those events. We will fly you out to the Galactics and get you a 3-day badge so you can be there with us.
And I believe, for those of you, we'll talk about this in a little bit, there's the general admission badge is what you will get for winning, but you'll also have the ability to upgrade whatever badge you'd like. So if you're somebody who's looking for a premium, that is also
VIP.
Available via discount. So yeah, things like that it's definitely possible for you to do that. But we will get your basic badge and your way out there. So we cannot wait to see some of you who performed super well at these sectors. I believe that's all the information we have for sectors, except for one more piece. Alicia, would you like to explain this very, I think this is probably one of the coolest things we've done in the first year of the game. Would you like to explain this part of the sectors and regional prizing?
Absolutely. So we will detail all of this in an article later today, but we wanted to encourage players, because this is season 0, to maybe play outside their comfort zone a little bit, play something a little bit different, have some variety within the meta. So what we're doing for both sectors and regionals is the top 64 players, the individual who is playing a leader. So let's say, Xander, you're playing Thrawn, of course. Of course you're going to play Thrawn. Within the top 64 winners or players in there, if you are the top Thrawn, we are going to give you a showcase.
A showcase
of the Thrawn leader, because you are the person who had the best record at the sector or regional with the Thrawn leader.
Seems like a pretty great bit right here. So this goes for all leaders across this. So if you are the top player of each leader in the top 64, you will be walking away with a showcase of the leader that you brought to your sector or regional, which is super exciting. We know that the meta, we've talked about a bit on stream, is it's very diverse right now. People are bringing a ton of different leaders to this. And we think within the top 64 of a sector and regional, there's a lot of room for some really cool leaders to be played. And if you show up and you get this, maybe you're the top player of the whole event, you walk away with this showcase Quinlan Voss, which would be really cool, and then you can bring it to the Galactics.
And then we're going to give you the Galactics.
To, show off this cool showcase that you won from that, which is super exciting.
Yep. So again, we really wanted to encourage players to have fun. Season 0 absolutely is about healthy competition, variety, trying things, playing things that maybe you wouldn't normally do, or maybe don't have the ability to do, as we move forward and introduce a point system. Our competition is going to be a little bit different in season 1. And so this is a time to play. This is a time to try something different and maybe try to be the best Yoda leader at your sector.
Me. If I could play competitive
it's
play.
It's going to be we're not allowed to play.
So I see some great questions from the chat about
good.
What about Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, which is, bummer, they don't have a showcase in set 1? Let's talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to make you all wait just a second for that information.
Weird, we planned for that.
But yeah, we thought about you, Luke and Vader players, which is super exciting. So I think it's time that we wind down the sectors talk, and let's talk about that next step up, that next level of competition, which is the regional qualifiers. Regionals.
Yes. Regionals. 2 regionals in the whole world.
2 before this Galactics.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
This is just season 0 we're talking about.
This is just season 0. So just for season 0, we have 2, and I think we do have a graphic that we can put up that will again have those dates. There we go. So in the United States, May 24th through 25th, it's going to be in Minneapolis.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
Minneapolis, a little close to home for all of us.
Close to home for us.
I'm sure many of us will be, in attendance, hanging around.
Yep.
Maybe not the whole weekend, but ducking in just to see, what's going on, how people are doing.
Absolutely. And then, of course, our European regional qualifier, May 3rd through 4th, is going to be in Lille, France.
Yes, I'm sure we will have team members. Nico, our organized play program manager, is local in France.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that you will see some familiar faces, hopefully, at some of these events.
Yep, absolutely.
Very excited for the regional to be here, but also excited just to be able to see what one of these larger events looks like before we get to our Galactics. It's going to be really fun for our whole team to be able to be in attendance there.
Well, and I think, too, what we're consistently talking about, too, is absolutely the competition. The competition is that main reason why many people are going, but it's also to connect with other like-minded players. I mean, again, this the regional, it's one for season 0 in the United States, and it's one in Europe for the for season 0. And so it's a time to come together and meet players who maybe you wouldn't meet at your weekly player in your normal game group, and really connect and bring your trade binder, maybe play some Twin Suns, and just have fun in addition to competing in these really big main events.
Absolutely. And so to show off the competition side, we've already shown these before, but let's throw it up there again real quick, is the regional prizing and some of those cards and mats and all the cool stuff.
I love this frame.
Oh my gosh. Who doesn't love Piet here? We got Rey and Palpatine, also super fun. Why not, go win a regional and a sector and have the Rey and Kylo, is all I'm going to say.
Why not?
It seems like a perfect opportunity. So that's going to be really fun. But we also have another set of cards that'll be on the regional prize wall. And so we have these right here for you all to check out.
Yep, exactly. Same with that. Again, like you see with sectors, it's got that organized play, really beautiful gradient card frame. I've got my eyes on that Kit Fisto unit. So the art on these are beautiful.
I'm sure the Jango Fett fans out there are looking at that Fett's Fire spray already.
Yep.
It's going to be a good one. And if you're a Mandalorian player, there's also Mandalorian armor. There's a classic there. So some really fun stuff here across these cards. But in addition to these cards, just like sectors, we have some cool items outside of that that'll be on the prize wall at these events, including these game mats here. And also on top of the cards you'll notice there's some sleeves.
Card sleeves.
Card sleeves.
Yes, card sleeves. Yep, featuring the artwork. I think definitely the Ahsoka Tano artwork and the Plo Koon artwork is from set 3. And then, do you know the middle, is that also set 3?
The middle one, I believe, is set 4.
Set 4. Yes. Set 4. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And so a lot of these mats that you'll see at sectors and regionals are picked from all of the different sets that are legal up until that point. So we're not showing off all the arts today, but you can expect to see, some pieces picked from all of the different sets up to then. And that's something we want to continue going into the Galactic Championship, which we're not showing off today. But we will show off in the future, and it'll be a celebration of all things Star Wars Unlimited up till this point, which is really cool.
Yep.
So in addition to all of these cool prizing at regionals, what can people expect? We said sectors sectors are getting the number 1 and 2 players from those flown out to Galactics and given a badge. What can regional players expect?
Top 8.
Top 8. All right. A bigger event and
a
bigger prize
more
pool, of
players.
course.
So, yep, absolutely. So the top 8 will qualify for that ticket, that flight over to the Galactic Championship, and then again a 3-day badge that you can of course upgrade if you want to do a VIP, if you want to do additional things on your ticket. But we'll get you there. We will definitely get you there.
Yes, great questions there. Yep. I see some great questions from the chat about how do you apply as a judge. You're going to want to reach out to our judge program and chat with Jonah over there. Is a great way to get involved. We'll have more news on some of those things coming in the next couple of weeks, as well as if you're looking to come as a player to those. Again, we'll have a sectors and regional article coming out today with more info from our partners who will be running these events on site, which is super cool. Yeah,
but definitely if you have questions about the judge program, reach out to Cascade. They're wonderful. We work really closely with them, and they can absolutely help answer your questions.
Yes, super exciting. So let's go. I think it's time to move from the regionals to talk about these are all qualifiers, and they're all leading to one championship, which is the Galactic Championship. So Alicia, why don't you walk us through a little bit of this? We have a ton of stuff that came out this morning, right?
Absolutely. Yes, we did. So we announced that tickets are going to go on sale this Friday.
Yeah.
It's happening,
It's
you
super
guys.
exciting.
It's happening. So some of the information that we announced this morning is breaking down just what types of tickets we have. We have lots of different ticket packages. And we just wanted to shout out just a couple cool things about each of those, starting with the VIP experience. I think one of the coolest things about this VIP ticket package is that you're going to be able to get in an hour early before everybody else. So if you want to do some shopping, if you want to get in line for things, or just be able to be in the space when it's just a little bit quieter. I mean, it's just great. So, so for me, because I mean, that my fear of crowds is showing a little bit, but for me, I think that's one of the coolest things.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. You're gonna be one of the first people outside of our team to go in and get to see the space, and I think you'll be excited. It's gonna be surprising and exciting in a whole bunch of ways that we can't talk about yet. But it's going to be a nice opportunity for you to get to explore before the crowds come in, and get to see maybe a little bit behind the scenes action happening as we get set up for the day.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the other really cool things with that VIP experience is we have an exclusive breakfast with the FFG. Lots of our staff, and then probably some Asmodee folks as well will be there. On Saturday morning of the 3-day event. So again, it's just a moment for all of us, our very dedicated fans. If you're feeling passionate and want to hang out and have coffee with, I guess, have
I'll
coffee
be around
with us,
at the event, I'm
or
sure.
Danny,
Danny, Tyler, if you have questions, there you go. That's a perfect opportunity. You can ask them while you're, over a cup of coffee and some eggs. It's gonna be fun.
Yep. And then also included in that VIP package is, I believe it's $100 worth of side event tickets. So yeah, lots of really. Then of course, everything that's included in all of those other tickets is included in VIP. So your goodie bag, all of that good stuff.
Lots of cool stuff in there. Promo cards, all the fun things that you want when you come to an event are going to be a part of that. We worked really hard on all these ticket packages and all the different things that you can get at this event. Lots of fun exclusives for those of you who are going out to collect and look for something new and exciting. I think there's a lot to love for all Star Wars Unlimited fans here. And even if you're not a player, that's why the main event package is separate from all these tickets. We want to encourage you all as casual players, collectors, anyone who is engaging with Star Wars Unlimited to join us in Las Vegas, because there's gonna be a ton to do and see even outside the main event, and we can't wait to talk about all those things in addition to all the prizing for the main event too. There's there is an absurd amount. It's going to be super exciting for anyone who is looking to engage with Star Wars Unlimited in a new and exciting way.
Yeah, exactly. When I think the other, you absolutely hit it too, is it's not just an event that is for competitive players only. Of course, we are going to have tons of stuff for competitive players. We've got the main event, we have the side events, we have a special tournament, side tournament that I guess we could talk about now.
Yeah, we could talk about that one.
Yeah, absolutely. On the second day of the Galactic Championship, we are going to have a side main tournament, and that is going to be open to all of the players who maybe didn't move on, were removed after day one of the main Galactic Championship event, but we're going to have a side tournament. So it's going to function very similarly to the main event. I think something that's really interesting and fun to shout out is that is going to be one of our first activities of Season 1.
Yes, so this will directly lead into Season 1 on this side of things. You'll be able to engage with a lot of the Galactic Championship things and get some cool prizes from it. But this is the beginning of Season 1, is this open tournament. So if you're someone who, like me, does terribly right at the beginning of the tournament, and you're like, well, it's time to drop and go play side events, this is also another way for you to engage in a larger scale tournament on site without having to have made it to day 2 and 3, which is really cool.
And this, this open side tournament is going to feel very similar. I mean, it's going to be Swiss round for the first day, 3 rounds of Swiss for day 2, and then we will go into a top cut from there. Yes. So it's going to feel very similar. We're not going to throw too many changes at everybody right away moving into Season 1. But again, it's just another way for our competitive players to be able to flex a little bit at the Galactic Championship. And I know something that I'm really excited about is there's going to be a lot of support for casual players as well. I mean, we just started to share the very high level information about side events, but win a box is something new with the side events. And of course, we're going to have Twin Suns. We're going to have lots of ways for casual players to engage and hang out. And I can't wait.
Yeah,
I
it's going to be very fun.
I can't
Yeah, there's going to
wait.
be some really cool things on the prize wall. We're not able to show all of those things yet or anything. But there's going to be a lot, if you go to the side events page on the website, we do have a list of some of the side events available. But in addition to things like panels and other opportunities for things on site, signings, designer duels, all the things that you've come to love at all the other conventions we've been to, these will all be populated on that site as we go. And we'll be adding a lot of cool things for all of you who are, maybe came to try your luck in the main event, but are mostly there for side events, things like that. There's going to be a ton of opportunities for you all outside of that main event.
Bring your family.
Bring your family,
Bring your family. We have youth badges. There's going to be plenty of activities that you can do with your kiddos, younger players, teen players. Again, it's a celebration of all things Star Wars Unlimited, and I know we can't wait. We can't wait to say more. I'm so excited.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be really fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. And so I believe we've got some different spaces on site outside of just obviously we have the competitive side with the main event and some of the side events and things, but do you want to talk a little bit about some of the other areas we'll have on site at the Venetian?
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk very broadly about kind of how our very large space at the Venetian is going to be. When we were thinking about, again, how do we kind of pay attention to all different types of players, we have a collect space. We have a connect space, and we have our compete space. So again, more details are going to be coming up about each of those individual spaces. But again, panels, VIP breakfast, all kinds of really amazing things.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm hoping to get some games in while we're there too.
I know.
'Cause that's going to be the fun part, right?
Yeah.
So it's really looking forward to it. Yeah, there will be, all sorts of ways to support what our organized play program is designed to support already, which is the connect, the collect, and the compete.
Trading
yeah.
spaces.
Bring your binders.
Absolutely.
Check it out. As you win cool prize cards off the prize wall, bring those over. If you won something at a sector and you didn't get to a regional, you can bring some of those things.
Absolutely.
Trade them around and get to engage and hang out with other players and build some community there worldwide, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we talked about prize wall a little bit.
We did talk a little bit about prize wall.
Luke and Vader.
Yeah, so we did talk about those showcases that, Luke and Vader don't have a showcase currently. Believe it or not, we have to be able to give a Luke and Vader showcase to those who are in the top 64 and playing the best with those leaders at our sectors and regionals. So there will be a Luke and Vader showcase available on the prize wall at Galactic. We want to make sure that this was not locked behind, performing very well. We know this is a collector's item that players have been asking for since, I think, we announced that showcases existed.
Or even a thing.
Yeah, and so people have been asking for Luke and Vader. And so why don't I think we could show off the images of these.
Let's
I think
do it.
Yeah, show something cool. So here is the Luke Skywalker showcase. I am in love with this art.
I love this. It's so good.
Yes, it's super exciting that we've got this Luke Skywalker. I know plenty of people are still playing with him, and an iconic character. So what's not to love about having a showcase version of him?
Absolutely. And just this art too. This is such an amazing moment. And yeah, it's so good. And if we look at the Darth Vader.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Wow. And even better.
Those colors, the colors.
I love Darth Vader.
Me too. Yeah, and again, this Darth Vader leader is still played pretty often.
Yeah, I love seeing Darth Vader out there. Very cool. It's cool to finally, be able to end this cycle of the year one with showcases for all the leaders that exist.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you can look forward to finding these on the prize wall at Galactic Championship. And again, this is not all. There is way more to come over the coming months with all the different cool things on there: cards, mats, accessories.
Sleeves.
Yes, it's
Medal
gonna be fun.
Initiative token.
Yeah, did you want to talk about that?
Yes, this is it's included in the goodie bag at a couple different ticket package levels. We've never done a medal token before, and
For this
game. And when I was looking at the list of all the things that go in that really awesome goodie bag, the medal initiative token for me was the one that stuck out because I know people collect those initiative tokens. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's so many amazing items, so many collectible items that are going to be at the Galactic Championship, and we are so excited to start talking about it.
Absolutely. Very exciting there. And so I believe we've got most of the other stuff we nailed down there about sectors, regionals, and galactics. And I think that's all the information we're able to share today. But again, thank you all for tuning in today to chat about this. Again, Galactic's website is up and live right now, so check out the link that we dropped in the chat there or on our website to go learn a little bit more about what some of the ticket packages and things are like for that. Tickets will go on sale Friday at, was it 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
Central Time. In addition to that, we'll have an article coming out later today with sectors and regionals, as well as some links to where you can learn more about signups and registration for all those events. So thank you again, Alicia, for joining us today. I look forward to all the chats we get to have over the coming months about these things.
This is, again, we're just getting started. All of this amazing prizing information. We can't wait to keep talking and sharing things about specifically the Galactic Championship with you all. And let's go Sectors.
Let's go Sectors.
Let's go. It's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing. All right. Well, we'll see you all very soon. And thank you, as always, for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.